It's May 8th, 2020. We are somewhere in northern Minnesota. Got myself and Bob Krenz and Boots. And we're going to try and find some more moose antlers again today. Second round up here, probably the last trip of the year. We're not going to get to go to Canada this year because of the virus and the border being closed and all. So, see how many miles we can walk and how many antlers we can find. It's windy, but okay. Bob spotted it. We got a spruce grouse sitting here on a branch. See how close he's going to let us get. I'm about 5 feet away right now with the camera here. Wow. There he goes.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was. He let us get really close. Well, it's 11:30. I've gone 2.2 miles so far. We started walking at 10:45. Got here at 10:30. We left home at 5 a.m. So it was 5 hours and 45 minutes of travel, getting out, getting ready, and getting going. But a couple miles back in here, I'm starting to get into some good-looking stuff. Broke out my old Milwaukee hat today. I found out last year that it's a good luck charm. I won it as a door prize in a social a couple years ago. I decided to take it up to Canada with me last year and give it a whirl. Mostly because of visibility, so my buddies could see me at a distance. And the first night we were there, I found 2 fresh antlers, maybe an old one. I don't know. It was 2 nice fresh antlers, and I had only ever found, I think, 1 fresh antler out of like 50. I found that 1 fresh one a couple years earlier, and that was on like a canoe trip where we portaged in forever, but that was the only fresh one I had, so it was nice to have 2 on the board. Well, then the next morning I found another nice fresh one, probably my best one, probably the best antler I've ever got as far as quality goes and points and stuff. It was a real nice big fresh antler. I think I found another one that day that was a little bit smaller and older, but then in the afternoon we were shore fishing and I caught a northern pike that was like 16 pounds. I think it was 41 inches long. Kind of a neat story. I ended up throwing that fish back, and a couple days later my dad caught it in the same spot, same fish. He threw it back, so it's still out there. And it was a couple days after I'd found that fresh one that I was kind of determined to find the other side, and I did. I matched it up, found a fresh one alongside that. I think I found an old one back in there, came back with 3 or 4 antlers on that one hike that a couple days later. So it was a good trip. I don't know how many fresh antlers I found, 4 or 5 fresh antlers in that one trip. So Bob also found a really cool antler on that trip. It was kind of you flip the paddle over, it was fresh. Not a huge paddle, but you flip it over and it had like a duck. Looks just like a duck is kind of coasting down to land on some water. This is one of the neatest paddles I've ever seen. So all in all, that was a really great trip. So it's got to be the hat. I wasn't going to use it for Minnesota this year. I'm going to save it for Canada, but since the virus is out and the borders are closed, it won't be going to Canada this year, so I figured I better pull it all the stops while I got the opportunity. This is probably the last of the trips up to Minnesota here, of 2 trips that is, so I'm hoping it pulls through for me today. Got a lot of miles to go yet, and it's starting to look like pretty good country. I just spotted what I came for. It looks like a fresh antler. It's laying right on top. I'm sure it's fresh. It's not big, but it is fresh, and that is cool. Oh wow, look at that. No, yes it is. That's a fresh moose paddle right there. Very cool. Hey Bob, you got a copy. .5 miles in.
Yeah, go ahead again.
Condor, Bob. Condor has landed. I got a fresh paddle. It's very small. It's more like a big whitetail antler, but it's fresh.
Oh, fantastic. Way to go. How much you want for that hat?
Yeah, that hat, that's priceless. No money will buy it.
Well, find a match.
10-4. That actually looks like a giant whitetail antler, but it is a moose. Small moose. A little bit of nibbling on the bottom there, but awesome. Well, that'd be an easy one to carry out. Fresh and small, nothing wrong with that. Nice. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I just found a little freshie.
All right, we're both winners today. Worth the trip already.
You bet. Mine's a little chewed. How about yours?
The end of it's one of the tips, just a little bit and a little bit around the pedicle. That's it. Otherwise, pretty good. This is about as good as an area can get for sign. It rubs. It's just loitered. The ground's packed down. Pellets. All the good stuff. I'm really excited about finding some more. There's got to be more around here. This is something I've not seen before, at least not on a tree this big. This is a huge, huge rub. That's like a 10-inch tree that's 10 inches in diameter. That's crazy. I need to find the bull's paddles that made that rub. And I think I'm close. It's just so good looking right in here. Just a matter of time. It's about 3:30. I've gone 7.8 miles. Haven't found any antlers since that one small fresh one earlier today. I got a hold of Bob on the radio. He found 2 old ones and then that one fresh one also. I'm kind of back to the area where I found that one earlier. I'm working my way back to the car. I have, I don't know, a couple miles straight to the car, but I'll hopefully put 3 or 4 on getting there. Kind of weaving back and forth in the grass and brush here, trying to find another one. So we have 4 in all so far, and let's see, it's like a 3:30 or so, and we're planning on meeting back at the car no later than 6. It does give me some more time to still find an antler, and we're trying. The day's not over, but I'm not wore out from carrying too many antlers at this point. I hope I can have that problem a little bit later on. I'm going to keep trying. It is 5:07 p.m. and I have walked 11.1 miles and just the one antler to show for it. Bob and Boots are, I don't know, a quarter mile or so behind. So we'll see what they have when they get here. But that last half a mile of woods for me was some of the most godforsaken, brushiest, rockiest, thickest, nastiest crap that a person could walk through, and it's not fun when you're tired. But just the one antler for me, and I guess Bob's got, I think, maybe 3 old ones and a fresh one. We'll see.
My record, almost 17 miles.
Really?
16.66.
You didn't do any napping today then?
No.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
That's a beautiful whitetail.
Yeah, yeah, isn't that quite a whitetail?
That's nice.
Yeah. Let's see what you got in the pack. You got them. They're all inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's going to be behind dinner. Chaga.
Oh yeah.
Bootsy boy.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, that one's been there a long time.
Boots.
Oh yeah. I think Boots is buying dinner. Oh, that's a neat one. Wow. Yeah. Huh. First, maybe a first antlered bull there, first rack bull.
What?
First year, first rack.
Yeah, I'm sure it's first year.
Yeah. Dang wind
We
here.
had one that was really decrepit about this size that kind of left back there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that one's kind of neat. It really got chewed on already, though.
yeah, I think porcupines were getting. I don't think he had much on there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. So you ended up with 3 old ones and 1 fresh one. Okay, and I got 1. So 5 for the day. But yeah,
I found 2.
I think I'm buying with the big whitetail.
Yeah.
All right, how many? 17 point what miles? Bob?
16.66.
16.66. Wow, and 11.1 for me. So it's now 11:40 p.m. Bob just dropped me off. I brought my things inside. We had a nice drive home. We were fortunate to get through Duluth just before dark, and that's quite a scenic drive right there. There were a lot of deer out on the road tonight. I don't know. We hit the brakes about a dozen times to have deer not bounce off the car. It's a full moon, so maybe that had something to do with it. But anyway, 5 a.m. to 11:40 p.m. Long day. We made the most of our day, but got something to show for it, a fresh moose antler, so that's definitely worth it. I don't know if the old Milwaukee hat provides quite the luck in Minnesota that it did in Canada, but again, a fresh moose antler is a pretty good find. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.